Hello students. So today, in continuation with the last video, we will be studying about the types of insect antenna. In the last video, we had already seen the functions of antenna and the different parts of antenna. Now we move on to the different types of antenna. Now, antennae of insects are modified in many ways. These modifications just provide either a greater surface area for sensory receptors, or they might have some added advantages. Like we had earlier seen that there are different functions in addition to being a sensory receptor. There are different functions in different insects that an antenna performs. So they can either be they can either have a sensory capability such as detecting sound vibrations, wind speed, or humidity levels. The most common antenna types are listed below and I'll be going through them. First is the filiform antenna. I'll just zoom in the picture. So first is the filiform antenna. Now this is an antenna which has more of a thread-like shape. If you see the shape of the antenna here, it is a thread-like shape, neither increasing or decreasing in size, but a uniform thread-like shape is there. This kind of an antenna is found in case of the ground beetles belonging to the order Coleoptera or grasshoppers belonging to the order Orthoptera. Next that we have are the monoliform antennae. Now, monoliform antennae is more like a bead-like structure, or a beaded antenna is there. Okay, if you see the flagellomeres, different flagellomeres, they're more rounded and beaded in shape. So they are beaded antenna and they are found in case of the termites belonging to the order Isoptera. Next that we have is the serrate antenna. Now, serrate antenna is more like a sawtooth shaped structure that you can see here. It is more or less angled towards one side. If you see, as the flagellum progresses, it becomes angled towards one side and appears as a sawtooth shape. This is in case of the click beetles that are belonging to the order Coleoptera. Next, we have the capitate antenna. Now, this kind of an antenna, you will usually find it in case of the butterflies, the capitate antenna. Now, the flagellum is progressing linearly in shape and abruptly it ends in a clubbed shape at the terminal. So, all throughout you have a uniform flagellum, but at the end it is going to abruptly terminate into a club shaped structure. This is found in case of the butterflies, capitate antenna. Next that we have is the clavate antenna. Now, a clavate antenna is gradually getting clubbed. Now, one is capitate where the flagellomeres are more or less similar in shape, but just at the end, the last flagellum that you have, the flagellum end, the last flagellomere that is there, it ends in a club-shaped structure. But if you see a clavate antenna here, you will see that each flagellum is gradually getting clubbed. So each of them is gradually getting clubbed rather than getting abruptly clubbed. Alright, so you will find 3 or 4 of the last. If you see in the picture here, the terminal 5 or 6 of the structures are appearing more clubbed shape. Now this is a clavate kind of an antenna. It is found in carrion beetles belonging to the order Coleoptera. Next is a lamellate antenna. Lamellate or clubbed antenna ends in a nested plates. So you will have a lamellate or clubbed antenna in which the end flagellomeres, they are becoming nested plate shaped. Okay, so this kind of an antenna is found in case of the scarab beetles belonging to the order Coleoptera. Here also in the picture you can see that as the antenna progresses towards the end, it is becoming more like a fan-shaped structure. The plates are getting nested together and they are appearing as a fan-shaped structure. So this is found in case of the lamellate antenna, and this kind of antenna would be present in the scarab beetles belonging to the order Coleoptera. Next that we have is a Setaceous antenna. Setaceous antenna is more like a bristle-like antenna which is having a bristle-like shape. So it is like as if you have a pointed, or you can say that a blade-like antenna is there. So the different flagellomeres that are there, they are actually progressing and becoming more tapered towards the end. Now this kind of an antenna is found in case of the dragonflies, the damselflies, both of which belong to the order Odonata, or the cockroaches that belong to the order Dictyoptera. Here also I'll show you, the picture is more clearer. So you get the cetaceous kind of a shape which is more like a tapered end shape. Okay, so gradually the antenna is becoming tapered towards the end. And this kind of antenna is found in case of the dragonflies, the damselflies and the cockroaches. Next we have the pectinate antenna. Pectinate, if you see, is more like a comb shaped structure. Herein you can see that each of the flagellomere which is there, it is actually giving a comb like structure. So towards one side it is more like, it is you can say towards one angle it is elevating towards one side. So it is like a fan-like structure that you will find, and it is found in case of the fireflies belonging to the order Coleoptera. Pectinate or a comb-like structure is found in them. Then here you saw that the comb-like structure was in case of the pectinate only towards one side. Now in case you have the comb-like structures on both the sides, it is called as a bipectinate antenna. Bipectinate is more like a feather-like structure. So pectinate is a comb-like structure and a bipectinate is a feather-like structure that you find. Now this bipectinate antenna is found in case of the moths belonging to the order Lepidoptera. If you see in the picture, it gets more clear. You see a pectinate antenna here and you see a bipectinate antenna in case of a moth. Next that we have is a geniculate antenna or an elbowed antenna. Now geniculate antenna are hinged or bent like an elbow. So what you find is that a flagellomere is there, or the flagellum. Okay, if you see, the pedicel and the flagellum will be bent. The scape is there, and after that the flagellum which is there, it becomes bent in shape. So it appears as if it is elbowed. That is why it is an elbow-like antenna, and it is found in case of the Hymenoptera, that are the bumblebees and the other kind of honeybees that are there, and in case of the ants. So if you see the structure of an ant antenna, it is an elbowed antenna that you find. Next is an aristate antenna. Aristate antenna are pouch-like structures with a lateral bristle. You see here, it's a pouch-like structure and there's a lateral bristle that is arising from this pouch. It is known as an aristate antenna. Now this kind of antenna is found in case of the houseflies belonging to the order Diptera. And with that, we have these different types of antenna ending. Lastly, we have a plumose antenna. What is a plumose antenna? Now I'll show you plumose. This is more like a feather shaped antenna. Now in a bipectinate antenna, we saw that there was just one structure towards the you can say that it was a feather-like structure, because towards both the ends you can see both the sides there were some comb-like structures that were arising. Now in case of a plumose antenna, there will be bristle-like structures that are arising on both the sides. So it gives the appearance of a denser feather, you can say. Okay, a dense feather is there, and it is found in case of the male mosquitoes. Specifically in the Culex mosquito, you will find this kind of a plumose antenna being there. The rest is all the descriptions about where all you will find these kind of antennas.